Good morning, my name is Martin and this is the Tribe of the Fox. Fate or destiny in Northwestern European spirituality is an important topic, so let's talk about this. First of all, a word that you hear nowadays, or for many years now, that you hear in Western societies is karma. Now, karma is of course a word from Hinduism and from Buddhism, but it actually works quite similar to the idea that our ancestors had of fate or destiny. So, karma is actually cause and effect. That's all. It's cause and effect, it's that simple. Now, that actually means that everything that you say, everything that you do, everything that you are thinking, that has some kind of effect in the future. Okay, makes sense, doesn't it? Now, that idea is often quite simplified, like I give you now a slap in your face, and in the next life I will get a slap in the face from someone. And then I think, oh, it's a bit simplified. you know, it all has more to do with a mindset. It has to do with mindset. Suppose you are a very greedy person, you always want power, you always want money, and your mind is totally geared towards that goal constantly. That will make an imprint on you. That is a cause to have a certain effect in the future or in your next life. So that's a very important thing. Yeah, those people, they become, for instance, criminals or politicians, or what's the difference? Anyway, it works the other way around as well. If you are a person who just wants to do what is right, for whatever that might mean, but if you are the person who always wants to do the right thing, who is kind, who is helpful, then that leaves an imprint on you as well, and that has an effect in the future or in the next life. So it's about mindset. It's not about one action is followed in the future by the same action against you. And it's also not about punishment or reward. It's you who is the cause for the effects in the future. So why do I talk about karma here? Because this is a channel about Northwestern European spirituality and about to revive that again. Now, like I said, our Northern European ancestors, they had more or less similar idea, and they called that weird, with a Y, weird. That actually also means to become. So you see, to become, that has also to do with cause and effect. It's quite a similar system. Now, our ancestors were comparing this with weaving, like the weaving of fabric. Because, of course, it's a very complicated thing, this weird. Or as the Asians call it karma, it's a complicated thing that to have insight in. So you have to make some easy imagery. So weaving was the imagery that the Northern European, the Germanic people had about weird. Now, okay, weaving. Who is weaving? That's a question. So we have to dive into Northern mythology for that. And it names three beings: Oert, Verdandi, and Skuld. Now they are the Norns. These three beings, these goddesses, deities, giantesses, they are also called. They are called the Norns, and they live in the underworld, near a well that is called the Well of Oort. The Well of Oort. So Oort actually basically means becoming. It's becoming. So, in the underworld, if a human being dies, or even animals, human beings, they make a journey through the underworld after that, and they end up in the Well of Oort. Animals, they skip all the steps, they immediately go to the Well of Oort. I've talked about this, by the way, in a really nice video that Dirk and me have made about what happens to our beloved pets when they die. And we speak in that video of our own experience. So it's a very interesting video about the Well of Oort. Or it's one of the things in the video. Now, okay, so these Norns, they weave our fate. There are, by the way, 3 Norns, because we had a different perception of time. So where you are now is because of the past, right? The situation that you are in now is because of the past. And if you continue the way you do, then you can basically predict a little bit the outcome in the future. Yeah, because the present has influence on the future. Past, present, future, they are so connected with each other. You cannot see them separate. That's why it's also such a stupid idea that some people have, that babies, for instance, are like totally pure, like a sheet of paper that where is nothing written on. No, 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 that's not how it works. A newborn baby has a little backpack on his back, so to speak, with the luggage, the baggage of his previous life or previous lives. Now, the Norns, back to the Norns, these 3 deities living near the Well of Oort in the underworld. They are very important in the recycling of our souls. They weave basically our destiny. Now, does that mean that we have no free will at all? Does it mean that we don't have any free will at all? A very important question. Well, you know, we do have a little room to wiggle around. Because we human beings, we can take decisions, you know. We don't have to continue to go the way that is dictated by our past. We can now in the present make decisions for our future. How well they work out, well, yeah, that's your fate and destiny, you know. It doesn't always work out what you, the course that you have set. And that's the thing that the Norns have been weaving. And you yourself are basically weaving as well. You know, it seems like teamwork. You are weaving as well. You make decisions in this moment. They can be based on the past. They are actually based on the past. But you always have to look at the future. You know, what do you want? Take the right decisions. Because you are weaving also. So you want to weave a nice piece of fabric and not some useless, crappy piece of fabric. You want to weave something nice. So that's yeah, it's a very complicated topic, you know, and I speak about my opinion here. You know, this video is simply my opinion. Your opinion might be different. Your experience might be different. So in that case, put it down in the comment section below, because then we have conversation. We can learn from each other. And it's very important to learn from each other, you know. It's quite a big job to get this Northwestern European spirituality back again. Because that's a wholesome thing in my opinion. You know, it's a wholesome thing for the mind. It's a wholesome thing for the people around you. This is this is the fabric that I am weaving, you know. I make these videos because I think it's the right thing to do and because I enjoy it. And whether it works or not, well, that's my destiny, that's my fate, you know. That's out of my control. I can only do the best I can. That's how basically weird works, you know. That's how weird works. So it's pretty funny, people. It's pretty funny that for spirituality, so many people turn to the Eastern religions. And I'm guilty too, you know. I've been a Buddhist monk. I've been an actual Buddhist monk in a robe, living in a monastery. So, I mean, I told you this before. And I did learn a lot about it, you know. I learned about cyclic existence. I learned about karma, or as we call it, weird. I learned about rebirth. It really took me out of that materialistic Western society. You know, the Western society is a strange mix between Christianity, political ideologies, atheism, nihilism. It's a whole weird, unhealthy mix, in my opinion. So that's why I'm working on getting this original spirituality back. So yeah, so Buddhism and Hinduism, yes, you can learn a lot from it, but it's still good to investigate your own spirituality that your ancestors had, because, you know, you are not separate from your ancestors. You are not. They are also woven in your fabric, so to speak. You know, if we speak about threads and weaving, your ancestors are woven in your fabric. We have connection with our ancestors, you know. That's our strength, actually, you know. That goes for all nations in the world, you know. The African tribes have this, the Asian people have this, but we, the Northwestern, Northern European people, the Germanic, Celtic people, we should really draw on that ancestral thing. Very important. This is how we stay connected with the wisdom of our ancestors. And we ourselves, we need to, although the Norns weave our fate and or our destiny, we keep on weaving ourselves as well in the right direction. So, yeah, so this is a bit of a difficult topic to speak about or to understand, because it's actually very deep, and I did it now in 13 minutes to give a bit the basic outline of weird. So, know that our ancestors, our people, had these real deep thoughts about fate and destiny. No need to go to Asian things like Hinduism and Buddhism. We have it all here. It just needs to be recovered. That's it. So that's it. Let's end this video. So I really hope you enjoyed it and that you learned from it. And please comment. And please like and subscribe. And share if you like. Because it's important that this information is being spread around over YouTube. So, as always, stay safe, stay healthy, and see you in the next video. Bye bye.